Hi, it's Terry here, D-Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a custom Fender 5F1 circuit into a vintage wood cabinet from the 1950s. Alright, here we go. We are going to build the Fender 5F1 circuit into this vintage RCA U70 wood cabinet. This is from the 1950s. Chassis that I've selected is a Hammond 10x6x2. And in a minute we'll go over the parts, but first I want to cover what is required on the cabinet. Okay, to fit your Hammond chassis into this U70 cabinet, some modifications are required. This cabinet originally had two holes and an emblem across the middle. I had to remove the emblem because that is where my volume pot is going to be. My input jack would be here and our power switch would be here. Now if we flip it around, for the Hammond chassis to fit, I had to make a notch in the wood, otherwise it wouldn't go in. And to get the proper height, I had to add this 1/2 inch board to bring the chassis up and center the controls when the chassis is installed. That's all that's required to modify the cabinet itself. Alright, now let's take a look at the parts required. So let's go over the parts required for the build. I've already covered the Hammond chassis, which is a 10x6x2 inch aluminum chassis. My power transformer is an old Triad model R-6A. I just happen to have this guy old stock on hand. It's never been out of the box. There's even some nice mold on the wires. It's great, isn't it? Here are the specifications for this transformer. You can see my secondary for high voltage is 480 center tap, but the primary is 115. So we're probably going to end up much higher than the 480. Alright? My output transformer is one of these that were sold by Triode Electronics back in the day. So this is a champ style with a 4 and 8 ohm speaker output tap. Then of course we have our miscellaneous parts, tubes, sockets. I'm going to utilize one of the D-Lab Cub 1 power supply boards. And everything will be built on terminal boards. So let's get to the build. Alright, the first thing we need to do is get the front panel holes marked, and then we're going to come around the back, score a line across, figure out where our AC cord, fuse holder, and the two speaker output jacks will be. So here is the front of the amp. Now I need to go around back and I'm going to center that chassis, then I'll mark these three holes and we'll get those drilled. Alright, so I have the front panel controls marked. You can see these circles. We got input, volume, and power. I took my calipers and I scored a line across the center. So when I punch those, they'll be right on the money. Did the same thing on the back. Scored a 1-inch line. Got our AC in, fuse holder, and the two speaker jacks since we have 4 and 8 ohms. So next, I'm going to center punch these, drill them, and then we'll go on top side and start marking out where transformers and sockets will reside. Alright, I have the front and the rear of the chassis drilled. Now we are going to place the components. My power's coming in here, so our power transformer will sit here. The output transformer will be on the opposite side and feed the speaker output jacks. Got a rectifier tube, our output tube, and then the 12AX7 tube is going to be up towards the front because the input jack is going to feed that tube as well as volume control, and then we'll go over to the output tube for the signal. So this won't be your typical lineup. I like to bring the 12AX7 tube forward, reducing lead length and obviously reducing noise. Alright, I've almost got all the holes drilled, but I wanted to show you guys a little trick. This is an 1/8 inch center drill. After you've center punched the holes, that little tiny center drill will go in there and you'll have perfect hole spacing. The drill will not dance around on the chassis. And you don't need to have your drill going 100 miles an hour either. Just let her go down and she'll cut. And you'll have perfect spacing. These little center drills are available on many sources including eBay. They're not cheap, but they're very handy. Okay, layout is complete. Let's give it a test fit into the cabinet. And there she is. Fits perfect. Of course, I'll have to cut the shaft off when I put the knob on. But we are ready to wire it up. Alright, the build is complete. We'll start top side. Of course, we have our triad power transformer, 5x3 rectifier, 6v6 output tube. Output transformer is the triode. My 12AX7 is closer to the front panel, and I added a lamp to light up the dial of the old wood cabinet. On the rear, we have speaker outputs for 8 and 4 ohms. Alright, let's go underneath. Alright, here's the bottom side. We'll start from here and work our way over. This is my AC line coming in. Of course, we have a fuse. This is the 5Y3's socket, 6v6 socket. 12AX7 is up here. And you can see that the entire amplifier circuit was built on one terminal board. 5Y3 feeds my little Cub 1 power supply board. There's no rectifiers on this board because a 5Y3 serves that function, but this board has the 3 caps for high voltage screens and preamp supply. My power switch is up here. These wood blocks that you see are for mounting this chassis in the cabinet. Alright, that's the complete build. This is my input jack, got our volume pot and a power switch. It's time to put this chassis into the cabinet and give it a test. So let's test our RCA 5F1 amplifier. I have the amp on. This dial is illuminated. It's going to look really cool at night. Volume's all the way down. Bring her all the way up. A little bit of white noise as you would expect. Now we're going to hook up a looper. And here she goes. Here's another track on the looper, more of a bluesy sound for you guys. Beauty of the 5F1, no tone control. A nice circuit in a vintage cabinet. If you want to see details on how this amp is built and a schematic, you can check me out on my Patreon account. Alright, here is the completed amp installed in the cabinet. It's my input jack, volume, power switch. Spin it around here. You see the chassis looks like it belonged there the whole time. It's a nice build with a little bit of cabinet modification. This RCA U70 cabinet is a great housing for your amp project.